Hello. So today, okay, this is day 3. So yesterday, I talked about looking at my life and making some changes. Michael Jackson, when he says, look at the man in the mirror. If you want to make a change, change yourself. So this year, I went to Birmingham for a business meeting. I won't open that up, but about me a little bit. This is funny. So I don't wear shoes. Okay, so I know that's like a little bit strange, but if you go onto YouTube and type in the Grounding movie or the Earthing movie, it's an incredible film. And after watching it, you might think twice about wearing shoes. Laugh out loud. I do wear them in the winter, but when I went to this business meeting, I didn't wear any shoes, and people were looking at me going out. So we've all got Rolexes and suits on. There's me in a pair of shorts and a t-shirt with no shoes on. They did let me in, and I did raise a few eyebrows, laugh out loud. The word beautiful, right? Beautiful. I heard this lady, she was on a podcast with the guy. I will open that up because I want to introduce you to the guy that I followed a while ago. I've not listened to his stuff, it's just popped in my head. But the lady was talking about the word beautiful, and she says, beautiful is BU to full. BU to the full. That's profound, right? Because most people, because person is mask. So most people are hiding behind a mask and they're not being the authentic selves. There's I think it's Dead Poets Society that says our greatest fear is not fear itself, but it's shining brightly. I don't know I can't remember the actual, if you go on YouTube, type in Dead Poets Society and then put our greatest fear, and it should come up with it, and it's profound. It's profound. So by being authentic, no matter what, we give other people permission to be authentic no matter what. And then we create a world possibly like heaven on earth, which is amazing. So what I'm trying to get to is, when I was at that meeting, I watched a few people on stage and they were walking and talking and stuff. And one of them said, you need to have a meeting with yourself. And I thought, I never even thought of that before, because mostly we're busy doing this or busy doing that, and we're thinking about this, that and the other. But have we ever stopped to think, if you're a manager or anything like that and you look after people and blah, 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 have you ever stopped and thought, hang on a minute, I'm going to schedule a meeting with myself? Because you probably haven't. So today, we're going to have a meeting with myself. I am, again, a little bit pushed for time, and I had a really good think about the 3 things that I can change today to make a difference in my life. Okay, so the 3 things I thought about was, number 1, meditation. Because meditation, although I've not really done meditation before, I'm aware of how powerful meditation is, because it stops all the noise that's in your head, that voice that's going knick-knack, knick-knack, talking the monkey mind. It stops it and it resets it. And it aligns you, it allows spirit to come through you and talk directly with you and communicate with you directly, because you've got nothing else going on. So meditation, so I'm going to commit to 10 minutes to start with every day. Meditation. The second thing, when I have meetings with myself, the second thing is reading, because I've got an awful lot of books, and I've got a lot more over there. You have to excuse me, my room is a little bit of a mess. But I've got hundreds and hundreds of books, and I did used to read a lot, and I've not done it. That habit has slipped from whatever reason. So I'm going to make a commitment to read for at least 30 minutes every day. So if you've got 365 days in a year, and you do 30 minutes a day, that's a lot of hours worth of reading. That's a lot of books. It's a lot of information. So I'm going to commit to 30 minutes reading a day and 10 minutes meditation a day. The third and final thing to start with, because I'm doing it in small steps. So if that benefits you, right, if you want to make the change as well, because I would encourage you to have the meeting with yourself and have a really serious look at your life and think, wow, okay, is that really serving me? And if it's not, why not? And what sort of difference can you make? And what the top 3 things we can change today, and do that going forward. Like, I've committed to making a video every day. okay, for the next year. So this is video number 3, I think, okay? So every day I'm going to make that video. That's a commitment, right? If we, it's called congruency. If you say you're going to do something, this is rare, right? If somebody says to you, can you help me with X, Y, and Z? And you say yes, right? 9 times out of 10, people make excuses and they go, oh, I can't because of this and that and the other. But if you make that commitment to whoever it is, whether it's to yourself or whether it's to another person, you need to honor that commitment. And when you'll find, right, that's powerful. It's really powerful, because when adversity comes, and it will come, right, it might be here now, but when that adversity comes and you say, I'm going to get through it, or I'm going to do this, that, and the other, right, your brain, mind, body, spirit, like all tied together, knows, right, there's no other option, because you always follow through. Okay, so you're not wishy-washy or anything like that. My mum used to say, I just had this pop into my head when I was younger, right, and I don't even know what it means. She said, you're like a man made of smoke. What's that about? You're like a man made of smoke. I think it's like you're wishy-washy and you've got no substance to you. So by being congruent and by doing what you say you're going to do has massive power. Massive power. So I would encourage you to have a meeting with yourself. Choose 3 things. You can put them in the comments if you want, and we'll have a look at that, and other people can comment as well. Choose 3 things that you're going to change. My third one is my eating habits, because my eating habits are diabolical. I literally run off chocolate. And I drink a lot of Red Bull. So I really, I've been doing it for like 25 years since it come out, really. Normally I take about 8 cans a day, not an issue. So I'm going to make a commitment to not change that straight away, but I'm making a commitment to doing some research about how I can improve my eating, and then how I can go forward with that. So that's something I'm going to be doing, because I want to get fit as well, but that's for a video for another day. Okay, so I'm going to do meditation 10 minutes a day. I'm going to do reading 30 minutes a day, and I'm going to look into how I can change my diet. So I'm doing some research on that every day and see where that leads. Okay, so again, about stepping up as well. Stepping up, because I go to spiritual church. I've been going for about 7 years. The reason I'm wearing a shirt today is because I'm actually chairing the service. This is my 3rd one in a row. So I've stepped up. When I was a kid, I remember when I was a kid, I could not read at all, like, to save my life, right? And I remember being on my mum's bed with her, and my mum forcing me to read Edie Blyden books, and I couldn't. I was like, I couldn't do it. And you know, at school, when the teacher went in English class or whatever, and the teacher would say, could you stand up and can you read, please? That was my biggest fear. I was like just completely bricking it that I was going to get picked and get asked to read something, and then everyone would be laughing at me because I couldn't read. So for me to step up and to actually put myself out there in front of the whole congregation and do the service, that's stepping up. That's massive. The way I do it is, yes, we all have fear and stuff when we do public speaking, because public speaking and death are the 2 biggest fears in humanity, I believe. But I can use this is what I do, right? I use the acronym FEAR, right? And it's forever, excited, and ready, because it's the same energy. That fear is there designed to protect us. Like, it's getting the fight or flight mode. It's like run away or whatever, right? But it's that energy. We can use that energy. Like, if most actors and stuff, they will have butterflies and stuff before, and they use that energy to do an amazing performance. So what I'm going to use, what I've used for the past 2 times, I'm using again today, is the acronym FEAR, forever, excited, and ready. So I'm going to leave that here today. Have that meeting with yourself. Pick 3 things. You don't have to, but I'm just saying it might be an idea. Pick 3 things and do them every day. And we'll form new habits, because you have to consciously do something. Because after 30, I think it's 30 days of doing something, like, for example, reading for 30 minutes a day, okay? And you might be 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there, just setting a timer, and then go 10 minutes, 5 minutes, like 15, and then another 5 minutes, another 10, right? Or whatever. If you're sitting in traffic, or not traffic, but if you're sitting waiting for someone in a car, if you're in a queue, take the book with you. and then just do it. But after 30 days, it becomes habit, it becomes automatic. So we're changing our habitual habits to make us a better person, to give us, like, it's the compound effect, right? Albert Einstein said the eighth wonder of the world is compound interest. It's in things that compound upon each other. It's a slight edge. If you read every day, it could be anything, you don't have to be reading, but if you do something every day for 10 minutes, eventually it becomes a habit, and then over a lifetime, that's a lot of focus on that one thing. To become proficient at any skill, they say it takes 10,000 hours to become a master of anything. So if it was the piano, guitar, or singing, or whatever it is, you can possibly master it 10,000 hours. But how do you get them 10,000 hours? 1 hour at a time. Make it a habit. Start today and see where it leads. Anyway, I'm going to leave that there. And tomorrow, I'm going to talk about what happened at church. And over and out. Have a great day.